Google has sparked new accusations of conservative censorship after banning the right-wing website Zero Hedge and cautioning the Federalist it may be removed from its ad platform. One America's John Hines spoke with senators on Capitol Hill about those developments.
Google has demonetized, I guess, the Federalist Society. What seems to be going on here?
Yes, whether it is Zero Hedge or the Federalist Society, what you have seen is an infringement on their free speech. When you look at YouTube, you can say just about anything you want. When you look at the Federalist Society, they are going to push you aside because of things that people say in the comment section. That's third-party comment. It is not content that has been created by them or their staff. These are things that we're going to work with the White House and the Justice Department on. The president's been on this issue for a long time. He held a summit on social media and censorship of conservatives. I've been censored, and they pick and choose what they are going to censor and the application. It is all very subjective. And these algorithms are created by those that take a more left view. And then as those algorithms are applied, they boot out conservative speech.
Google trying to deplatform a conservative website, the Federalist, and this is why we need legislation like I've introduced today that would give the Federalist and anybody else, any individual, the right to go to court. If you get treated unfairly, unequally by these big tech platforms, you should be able to go to court.
How does this pertain, Section 230, how does this come to bear in this issue, sir?
Well, it prevents lawsuits right now. I mean, so the Federalist, conservative website, Google tells them you're not allowed to advertise anymore, which would essentially bankrupt the business. Right now, the Federalist can't do nothing about it. I mean, they don't have any recourse because Google is protected from lawsuits. Right now, if you get taken down off Twitter, Twitter deplatforms you, for instance, or they censor the President of the United States, there's nothing that you can do about it. Not the president can do, nothing an individual can do. That needs to change. These tech companies need to enforce their terms fairly and equally. And if they don't, then the individual who's gotten harmed ought to have a right to go to court.
In your view, is this a clear instance of where conservatives are being discriminated, have a viewpoint discrimination against them?
This is clearly an instance of viewpoint discrimination by Google. And by the way, it's even worse. NBC News, a competitor to the Federalist website, actually went to Google and said, hey, you ought to censor them. You ought to kick them off your site. And Google did it. Oh, it's just unbelievable. That's collusion. So this is the kind of thing that goes on all too frequently. It shows you what power these companies have.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.